switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dog. No, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it's definitely going to be a factor here this afternoon at Broncos Stadium at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, let's go. Hey. Check 52. Check 36.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, you can see the
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 13.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
21. Slam. 12, fellas, here we go. 10. Blue draw, 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. The ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
51, Mike 51.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the sneak is Garoppolo. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I got this. 47.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now it's Flacco. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Roger, 5-0. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go counter with Breida. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. X3, 218, chop it.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down 10 at the 43-yard line.
6-6, bullet high. Check. Hey, orbit. Undercrunch. Five.
Locke now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Locke to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
56. Mike, 56. Bravo. 56. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Matchbox lights. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Hey, exit. 36. Go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
General West.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. In your
Big Rip.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 22-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, 49ers.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Garoppolo on first down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Hey, gun.
47.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go. 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I got this. Smooth. 21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's going to be caught.
Let's go, boys.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set. 15, run. 15, run.
Check.
Get it.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On 1st down, Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Hireman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Get to 60, Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Topper. Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship.
There you go. There you go.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shoot.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. On the ball.
Now with a play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey,
Oh, you got deep? Deuce.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yes. Snap.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 450, plant. Look at me, zipper.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watch the pass.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go.
Don't be scared. Hey, check.
Get it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ronald Blair in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sheldon Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Rock it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You draw quarters.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's got Booker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check. Bud. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zach Kerr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 57.
Gone.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Go!
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? Safety Gator.
47. Check, 47. Ricky.
He's back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long
Yeah.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike.
Alpha.
Check.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
58, come on. 58, come on. They can't hang with us.
2nd and 10. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Let's get it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
and you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.